Hi, everyone. Jeff Lee here, Program Director of TMASF Connects. I am joined by TMASF Connect staff members Jen Pollard, Chief Operating Officer, and Shirley Lin, Marketing Associate. Today, we are discussing the efforts of Caltrain to offer a transit option that builds on their legacy of commuter transportation and reflects best practices refined during the COVID-19 pandemic. TMASF Connects has supported the use of public transportation services in the Bay Area and its benefits for the past 30 years. We are a privately funded nonprofit that promotes alternatives to driving alone. Our goal in this interview series is to explore and highlight the efforts that Caltrain is undertaking to offer safe and reliable transportation for the returning commuter. We'd like to thank Dan Lieberman, Caltrain's Public Affairs Specialist, for taking time to talk with us today.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
As we begin a conversation on the commuter experience at Caltrain, we'd like to discuss aspects of policies and ridership options. For newer returning riders of Caltrain, what can they expect? Specifically, we're wondering about a trip of a Caltrain commuter arriving to their office in downtown San Francisco.
Well, currently, you're going to be looking at a quiet, relaxing journey with a guaranteed seat waiting for you and sufficient service to make sure that you get where you're going and back comfortably and conveniently. These days, we are running 4 trains per hour in each direction for the better part of the day. So it's really easier than ever before to catch a Caltrain, get where you're going, and get back at the end.
Thank you.
So Dan, I think you just actually mentioned, so the trains running during commute hours in the morning and the afternoon, did you say 4 trains?
Yes, 4 trains in each direction.
Okay. Thank you.
It's clear there are 4 trains, that means 4 north and 4 south, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say that too often, and sometimes you hear it too much and you're not sure if it comes through.
And Dan, what is the procedure for parking at a Caltrain lot, and has it changed recently?
Parking in a Caltrain lot costs $5.50 for the day. Riders can either pay at the ticket vending machine or through the Caltrain mobile app. This has not changed in recent years.
Thank you.
Can I ask, what is the pet policy at Caltrain, and has it changed because of COVID?
It's Caltrain does not allow pets on board unless they're service animals, and that policy again has that existed before COVID, so it has not changed.
So Dan, what is the bicycle policy at Caltrain, and has that changed due to COVID? One of the things we read about was lockers for electronic bicycles, and we're wondering if there's similar amenities for regular bikes.
Prior to the pandemic, Caltrain carried more riders with bikes every day than any commuter rail service in the United States. Bikes are allowed on board on our bike cars, of which there were 2 on every standard train set. In the last few years, we've also installed over 300 e-lockers for bikes at our stations throughout the corridor. And those take bikes, electronic bikes, scooters, any means of transportation can fit in there. And this gives riders the choice between taking their bike with them on board if they need it on the other end of their commute, or they can securely and affordably store it for their return trip.
Thank you. And following up on that, you said 2 train cars and every commuter train has the bike cars?
Yes.
Is that going to be closer to the front or the back of the kind of 5 or 6 car Caltrain?
Typically, there's 1 close to the front and 1 close to the back.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for the update on policy and the ridership experience on Caltrain. That wraps it up for our conversation with Caltrain. Thank you once again, Dan Lieberman, Caltrain's Public Affairs Specialist, for taking time to answer our questions. And thank you to Jen and Shirley for joining me today as well.